Hello, guys. So, welcome to today's show. My name is CHUKS, and you're on JFL TV, the home of football. So, if today is the first time we see our program for you to bring you the latest Arsenal news update as they drop all over the world. So, for now, I'm gonna start with today's morning show. All right, so I can't hear waiting my to Skelly talk after the match because he granted an interview. So they can't ask Skelly say I ain't take see the win or win against Inter Milan. So Skelly can't of the opinion say we use and send message to our competitors. It was very, very important that we sent that message. Now, equally talk about the attacking options so we get for our team. That it's very, very frightening right now, you get, because everybody they chip in their own quota. Then also equally talk about the unity waiting for inside our team that everybody has this unity of purpose. They get what they pursue and they look towards that goal. At the end of the day, they want to see how they can win trophies. So I just been very, very happy for my Kelly because even for Arteta press conference, Arteta come dey praise my Kelly say everybody they play their role. So for example, look at my Kelly. My Kelly played 95 minutes at the San Siro against the best team in the Italian Serie A. They are at the top of the table. You get so now something we say e no dey easy. This is the same as Kelly we've castigated in previous games, but on this day he actually did better than he used to do in the past. So are they very happy for everybody? Because me, I know say my Kelly dey good. At the end of the day, na form be your own problem from not playing regularly. You get, and the beautiful thing is those players when they play regularly, when you bring them in and ask them to do something, they actually get the job done. So I was very, very happy. Eberechi, yes, I see a lot of people are castigating him. Me, I still remember saying a form im go still get better. You get now form. Now so e be. Now for that match, many many things there to talk about. You get make I even comot this picture sef. When you look at the match, look at everybody, look at depth. Look at depth. ESPN reacted to the game. ESPN say Arsenal have the most complete squad in Europe because na wetin help us we no see Odegaard. Odegaard rest. They come and that's him rest. Mosquera helped us rest Magalhaes so that Magalhaes go dey fresh for Manchester United. Gabriel Jesus helped us rest Gyökeres so that he go dey fresh. You get we Merino made us rest Rice. Like we rested some very very important members of our team so that by the time when Manchester United, because Manchester United remember say they no dey Europe, so dem sef dey rest all week. At least we sef go get at least some semblance of energy compared to the Manchester United side because in that game I expect Man U to come with the counter attack. They no fit do wetin Inter Milan do. That is why for those a lot of people don dey call say make we start giving results for EPL, make we start giving results. They dey use Inter Milan match dey judge. I'm not against starting giving results in the EPL. I'm all for that, but at the same time, make una carry for mind say the reason we thrived against this Inter Milan na because Inter Milan no dey play 10 men behind them, but they came out to confront us, which we withstood the confrontation and took the ball to them. In fact, at some point when you listen to Christian Kivu, the coach of Inter Milan, he said we were very arrogant in the first half, but later in the second half we come dey somehow humble, we no come dey put all our foot forward. The first half he feel say who be dem this one, they just wan come San Siro come dey show themselves as in we went there without fear, you get, based on who we be. So the man dey talk, we'll soon get to that report. So make we just calm down, you get. If to say people dey play us like this for the EPL, by March you don go wrap up the league now, but people know if we come outside and then come outside, they go collect 9 times out of 10. They go collect. That's why people dey come and they respect us, get. So all the players, kudos to them. Everybody did their best, get. Merino played like almost everybody try, get. Eze, even though people were not praising him, Eze still try him best because he allow us rest other of our players. Like Zubimendi, we expected us to play Dogard. Zubimendi self try. Saliba, that Mosquera gone. Ah God. Mosquera bust my head. Get, and he just come from injury. Because maybe I don't talk and say if Mosquera dey fit, make dem play am. But my argument, I kind of feel say maybe they go say he did too soon. But surprisingly, he was certified fit and they play him again. So I just did very, very happy. Now, after that game, did you know that out of all the new Premier League strikers they don't buy for this our league, for this EPL, only Hugo Ekitike don't score more than Gyökeres. Ekitike, with all the whole noise and everything, he has 10 goals in all competition. Gyökeres has 9 in all competition. Where's Joe Pedro? Where's Joe Pedro? Where Isak? Where are other people? Where's James Bino Gittins? All the where's Nick Voltemad? What did they tell? They say, then they score. Where's Sesko? Where's Sesko Day? These are the statistics. Ukraine is no good. Ukraine is no good. Imagine say Ukraine is to get the kind of space and service where the likes of Nick Voltemad and the likes of this Hugo Ekitike they get. How many goals do you think would have scored? Because the way they mark the Ukrainians, they don't mark Ekitike like that. They don't mark Nick Voltemad like that. But they don't mark Joe Pedro like that. But here we are again. So I just am very happy for Gyökeres. Me, I know say before the season go end, in go score more. Show me. Me, I know. Because you know they get in mojo, small. And that goal, I was listening to Terry Henry discussing the game in the CBS Golazo podcast. And he said he was relieved to see Gyökeres score. In the very happy. Same with me, like my brother sweet. In fact, Henry said, especially at the time when Gabriel Jesus scored 2 goals, you needed to score 2. You get? In fact, there is this argument that if to say Gyökeres starts this Inter Milan game, he go score plenty. And maximum kudos again for Martinelli finding Gyökeres, because now that kind of pass Gyökeres is fine. Put the ball for front, make me and the defender drag am. See that first defender wey first go meet am for the ball, sign Jagbara guy. And wetin Baba dey find? Put the ball for front. Make me and the defender more gather body, more jam body, more go for the ball. May I see whether the person will beat Gyökeres to the ball. But no, they don't do that. So I was even surprised. I think that, see from where Martinelli launched that pass, Gyökeres and the guy, Baba know they selfish. He still give Bukayo Saka. So yeah, Starboy, go score. Starboy come fumble the ball. Shall know the ball just let come back, and Baba just wipe on once. As you know, even think and twice. Just down the thing inside it. Like, I was very happy. Like my team, like they made me proud. I did very happy. Now, away from that, Arsenal have conceded only 2 goals in the Champions League so far this season. So during this run, they face the likes of Atletico Madrid, who have dangerous strikers like Solot and others. Then they also face the likes of Bayern, where they score with reckless abandon. We stops them 3-1. We played Inter with the amount Akanji they make. We still give them 3-1. They said we'll give Bayern. Now, after the game, Gabriel Jesus like thank God. So Jesus was like, it's a dream night. I always dreamed of being a footballer. I watched when I was a kid a lot of Serie A games to see here in the stadium and score here and tears in my eyes because I always dreamed of being here. Now, there's always a reason that things happen, even when it's good things or difficult things. I learned that during my 11 months out of the field. It's in always difficult to play against Inter Milan. We came here last season and lost. Last season, a penalty with Teluzo. So we'll put that in context. And against the top team and the attack, we scored at the end and we got the 3 points. We have to keep going because we have another one at the weekend at Manchester United. Now, the they ask Jesus, say, whether if you say Arteta go start and based on say score 2 goals, Jesus, blessing the train these Arsenal players on how to speak to the media. See the diplomatic response. He said, everybody wants to start. I am a very respectful guy. I am not a child anymore. So I am 28 years old. So I understand football. I am very happy Victor Gyökeres came on and scored a goal. I'm also happy I scored and Vic scored. So I'm also confident that when Kai comes on, Kai will score too. You get to let you know say na teamwork. Make anybody who enter the field making a pass now, no do the winning. You get so now waiting the Gabriel Jesus talk and I did. In fact, the guy gets emotional intelligence. He knows how to actually answer questions. Now, during the punditry business after the match, so what when they asked Rooney, say, your own 2008 team, all those Cristiano Ronaldo there, and Giggs there, Paul Scholes there, and you, if you not catch this Arsenal team, now what is it for happen? Rooney say we are going to batter them. I just laugh. Well, at the end of the day, they just laugh. It is debatable. You get it is debatable because nobody gets any crystal ball to check out. So okay, what's waiting for happen? So you are just projecting. And obviously, what do you expect Rooney to talk? She meant Arsenal go beat them. So now it is debatable. That's all I can say. Now, Arsenal have won 7 Champions League games in a row for the first time in their history. almost 100 and something years record. Yes. So for the first time, this is happening. Now, TNT Sports called the shower so much encomium on Christian Mosquera. They say at just 21 years old, Christian Mosquera stepped in for Gabriel at the San Siro and put in an impressive performance against one of the best forward partnerships in world football. You get, they're talking about Thuram and Lautaro Martinez. So 13 million is looking like a bargain. Like, how did we pull this off? Bertha, how did we pull this off? 13 million. Omo, that's huge. Now, Mikel Arteta has the highest points per game, 2.16 of any manager in the Champions League history. That's higher than Pep, Zidane, Carlo Ancelotti. In fact, we are the favorites everywhere. Favorites to win here, favorites to win there, everywhere. Now will be the favorites. And that's what it just be. Now, also TNT Sports Football College say Bukayo Saka has 20 goals and assists in 24 Champions League matches, performing at the biggest stage. I did very, very happy for Bukayo Saka. A very good record, because when I see him, I say star boy for a reason. But this season, Saka, we need you to up your game. We need you to come back to form. You get, come back to form, because we don't enter the most difficult part of the season. You get, very soon now we enter semi-final, quarter-final, all those kinds of things. Very soon now we'll pursue the league. In fact, we are chasing everything, all competitions. Before you know now, if we enter different final, so we need everybody. So my hope now, Saka just get back in mojo. You get. Now, Pep called it also, the way everything be now. So be like everything is going wrong, because he no really understand what's in dey happen. Like, how can they be losing games, dropping points? Look at the last 5 games, 3 draws, 2 losses. In fact, back-to-back losses. Papa no understand wetin dey happen, and the media dey come dey ask questions, say, omo, wetin dey sup? Why Bodo Glimt go beat them? Meanwhile, for the Champions League go play against Inter Milan, in case you are not aware, na Gabriel Jesus be the man of the match. They give am the award, so me sef I dey very, very happy for am. You get. So for that Man City game, Rodri sef collect red card. In fact, Rodri collect 2 yellow card in 53 seconds. The last time I saw something like this was Martinelli. I think it was against Wolves, where he collect 2 yellow card in quick succession that resulted into a red card. So Rodri sef don replicate that same thing, although no be for the Premier League. Then this Rodri own happen. You get. So Rodri don collect red card, is going to be missing their final game. You get. Champions League still dey today, so we'll see wetin Bayern go play. Most whether Bayern dey play whether na Union, St. Gallant, and wetin dey call themselves. So most wetin Bayern go do, I expect them to win, but maybe Bayern no go carry goals pack them. But regardless, we dey 6 points already like this. So if Bayern win, they go dey 3 points behind us. Then the final match against Kairat Almaty, all we need just a draw. We go solidify our place. You get. I know say we no fit lose against Kairat Almaty, obviously. Normally they're supposed to pack and go out. That Kairat Almaty, because they do promo. They dash everybody. So you no go reach our turn now. They go say they no go dash us. Now, TNT Sports talk say, despite originating from a town with a population of just 55,000 and having a squad market value of 49 million, Bodo Glimt have beaten Manchester City 3-1 in the Champions League. Now, the entire squad of Bodo Glimt, their value na 49 million. The entire city of that Bodo Glimt na like 55,000. That is why Eliana Koto say it is crazy that we lost to a team where we say if you pack their whole population, carry and come put inside the Etihad, space go still dey. And we went there to lose. Now, I dey see a lot of pundits, Sky Sports, Talk Sport, BBC. Oh, it's surprising. Why would Man City go and it's shocking? It's shaking it on. Why would Man City go and do so Bodo Glimt? Me, I just look and I just dey laugh. Why was I laughing? It is because these people don't do research. They don't know how to analyze data and trend. Me, I saw it coming. If I can see it, why couldn't you see it? According to data and research, Bodo Glimt's home na place where they say big teams go there and go and struggle. If you remember when I analyzed that Bodo Glimt and Man City yesterday, I say, no be say they're too good though, but the atmosphere there, it is quite difficult. And now Norway dey more colder than Germany, more colder than England. E dey very, very cold, and the area where dem dey, that place, you no go fit breathe well, especially when we dey for this winter period. That is number one advantage. And then based on say na their home, shey you wan play am more than them, na their home and the stadium no come too big. Thirdly, the pitch is an artificial pitch. It is not something many players are used to. So when you go there, number one be say you go dey try to acclimatize to the pitch. E no dey easy. Balls move faster on that pitch, and na place wey be say dem dey train. Make I even off you. Boroglimt, their own league, their season, e don end like almost 2 months ago. 6 weeks. Their own league don end, which means dem no even dey play competitive football. Yet dem beat Man City wetin no good. In fact, with 11-11 gone, Man City no stand a chance. Not dey talk of say red card come involve. Man City no believe their eye. So me, I don already talk am yesterday. I saw it coming. You no go even believe say some people don enter my DM now say I choose speak about the predict game for them. They go dey give me money. I say abeg, I no dey o. Make na free me for that matter. I know anything SB. I no dey play SB, so I no dey predict. I no dey do anything for anybody. All the data I'm looking at are in the public domain. So it's just for you to go and read the data and interpret the data. Some people can read the data, but they cannot interpret it. So there is no secret about it. I know be prophet. It is just data analysis. That is just so. I was like surprised when you see some kind of say, "Oh, I'm surprised. I'm shocked. Why would they go and lose?" Like this one now, waiting for TNT Sports. I couldn't believe what I was saying. How Man City went to go and lose. Oh, how did that happen? Even one other person, one popular guy said, "Follow and for the studio there with Julian Lescott, one of the former Man City player." He said, "Oh my God, I just laugh. See this one. I don't know as they go. I want to be pundits." Well, I come on for that side. Now let's bring the first message from one of our sponsors in Mobile World Associates and Co Limited. So they're into construction services, dredging, canalization, real estate, and shore protection works. They are also into mechanical and fabrication services and procurement services nationwide. So if you want to reach out to them, call them on +234 80646422 34, and they're located at number 7 Kennywood Road or Razi, opposite St. Stephen's Anglican Church, Port Harcourt. So if you're interested in any of their services, please do reach out to them. Now, away from that, so we can't get another message from another of our sponsor, Madam Adobe. We get this Turkish furniture for sale. Turkish furniture we then bring into the country. So then get complete sets available for sale. They get 2 3-seater chairs, they get 2 single-seater chairs, 3 side tables, 1 center table, big size dining table, 6 pieces of dining seats, and 6 throw pillows. Now, if you're interested, the person where you go contact now Madam Adobe on 080-206-026-34. So the location at Shongo Tedo, Lagos, Nigeria. So if you're interested, her number is at the bottom of the screen. So get in touch with her ASAP. Now, away from that. All right, so the coach of Inter Milan, Christian Kivu. So if we talk about the game, he said there was some arrogance. But let me take everything. So Inter Milan manager Christian Kivu was actually blown away by Arsenal performance in the 3-1 Champions League win on Tuesday night, saying I showed some arrogance in the game. Now, when you read the entirety of the reports, when you go down, go read the entirety of the reports, you say Arsenal had more intensity, technique, and pace. They occupied the space well, attacked the lines with intensity and speed, the same with the second balls as they dive into every duel. Kivu said this to Sky Sports Italia. Now, we tried to stay in the match. We played quite well in the first half, and at 1-1, we could have scored another. That doesn't mean we would have gone on to win, but incidents do change the mood of teams, and that's quite true. Nobody will argue. Now, we were also unlucky on that goal on the corner, where it bounced off the bar and into the head of an Arsenal player. So in the second half, Arsenal raised the focus level, and we are also a little more humble, as there was some arrogance from them in the first half. They sat deeper, have physicality, and of course, they can bring players off the bench to raise the level further. So Inter Milan, they start the Champions League campaign with 4 straight wins, but have now lost 3 on the bounce. So Inter will need to win their last match at least to get a place in the last 8, and they know they will play Borussia Dortmund. So go be very, very easy. And Borussia Dortmund said they like maybe 12 points or thereabouts. But themselves will actually need the win. So this is our match. You see, that's why Inter Milan players they fight. See Bastoni just push Merino as in the para. They were frustrated the way we played them. Like we outplayed them. Like in the complaint of the pace. At the end of the day, I say even the pace of the EPL, the intensity is very, very high, and Arsenal took advantage of that because the pace of the Serie A not as high as the EPL. So we get so much pace. So now the team what Arsenal they do, he won't teach his own players how to do them, but now with time. Now without wasting much of time, because I don't want to make this video too over long, like 50 minutes or 40 minutes. So we might wrap up things quickly. Now I'm going to enter the press conference where Arteta do. When they ask Arteta, how they see the game? Arteta say, on tonight's win, we are very proud, not only for tonight's game, but what we have done in this competition so far in 7 matches with 1 game to go. So be already in the position that we want to be is a massive prize to the team because we know how difficult it is. And then tonight, it was a test. Probably we didn't have the necessity in terms of the points, but we really had the hunger and the desire to come to a place like this against the top side and prove what we are and who and what we can do. I'm really pleased with what I've seen. Now, on how Gabriel Jesus played, he said, this is great. We have been missing Gabi a lot, and I think it's going to raise his confidence level and the teams. Now, because we have now different profiles in that position, like we have with the wingers, and the fact that those players are playing at that level. Victor comes in and has a great impact as well in the game. It's only making us better, and that's what we are seeking. That's what we want. Now, also on how Inter Milan play against us. So, Baba say, in fact, I didn't sleep well because I had that feeling that they are a team that in 2 passes gives them an opportunity. It happened 2 or 3 times, and losing the ball in certain spaces is very dangerous. We had 2-on-2, and every time it was difficult, but we played with a lot of personality. We were also lucky when it was emotional. The team did very well. That is why if you watch the full-time analysis show, I said something that we could have easily lost also because the match now open game, either side could have won. If you listen to what Chris Kibu they talk for the press conference, watch your own press conference. He said at 1-1 they could have scored more. Ryan made some saves in the game for that particular game. We got some blocks. Some players put their body for some shots. So no matter we say it could have ended either way, but thank God say now we enjoy it. You get so. They no really beat us and we win. Now on Ite Wandere leaving, they say, well, they will assess we'll leave down. Now on how dominant we've become over the years. They say you learn with experience. Every match brings you with an opportunity as well to understand your team better in the Champions League and what is required. Then there is this level of efficiency when you come to these places that you need to have. We certainly have that tonight, apart from the last few chances that we missed at the end. But I think the team was mature, very ambitious, emotionally very controlled, as well in different parts of the game. Now, away from that one, so on what our 100% record shows. Now, before we enter this 100% record, say before we start all these away games, we had to play 4 different away games in 4 different competitions. For those 4 away games, we won 3 and drew 1. We don't lose anyone. This season, we could die. I tell you every day about this season, we could die. So that's why people they play 10 men behind the ball. That 10 men behind the ball, now speak come on this picture face. You see that 10 men behind the ball. Then they make it look like Arsenal no good. Like Arsenal no score plenty. That 10 men behind the ball. Now what did they stifle our attack? If not, some people come and stifle they follow us. If it's in La Liga we did, if it's in La Liga we did, Baba, we run so many goal scoring records for La Liga. How many people do 10 men behind the ball? And maybe on few occasions, some people will just play for 5-1. Not be like saying a normal level. Or for APN, a normal level for us. Say anybody won't face us. Say, last time I play, 10 men behind the ball. No press them. If you press them, we don't do integrate passes. I don't pass. See game. That's why Martinelli for a press conference. Martinelli said, I prefer the Champions League because there are spaces to exploit. Nobody gang marks you. Nobody plays you 10 men behind the ball in the Champions League. That is why Martinelli has scored more goals in cup games than the league. Because for the league, he's not fit for purpose. But in cup games and Champions League, he's overfit for purpose. That's the truth. So that's why we say they look for way around all these 10 men behind the ball. That's where we birthed the set pieces technique. I beg, we'll beg all these teams. We just have to come outside against us now. We'll beg them. All right, on our 100% record. First of all, the ambition and the conviction that we have that we can compete against any team, then you have to do it on the day. In order to do that, a lot of things have to go your way, and you have to put a lot of things on the table and make it happen. I love the attitude of the team to come to this stadium in that atmosphere against this opponent that we have, because they're really good and they make it so hard for you because they stretch you so much. In two passes, they are open. I think of taking a report similar to this. They very, very similar. Now, on the way our strikers contributed, if I had to write it, probably that would be it. I'm very happy with that. I'm very happy as well with most of the individual performances. I think we were incredible. You don't win in San Siro in the manner that we've done. Mosquera is supposed to be another 2 weeks before coming back from injury, yet he's here. But the medical staff and the sports scientists, they've done incredibly well with him to work every single hour to give him the chance to play. Today, he had to play against top strikers. I think he's done an incredible job. Maximum kudos and 100% to our physios, our medical department. Some weeks ago, they came under fire. When people say, now then they cause all the injury wey they get. Why they talk that, they say, the medical department do not prevent injuries. Rather, they help you treat injuries and treat them in record time. So I like the fact say after they shower them with so much encomium, give them their flowers because they actually deserve it. Now, on how all our forwards can help each other while fit. Arteta said they can help each other a lot because we played the fourth consecutive game away from home in 4 different competitions in 12 days. I think it was. So it's crazy. In that manner that we have done it, we've been able to do that because we have rotated. Because players feel important. Players are fit to play when it's needed. Matheus Kelly had to play 95 minutes and he does it and he does it really well. That's the only way to sustain the level, the demands, and the objective that we want. And that objective we all know is for us to win the league. Now, on if we can win something this season, I think I said we will see. It's too early. But the aim is to get to May with the possibility of winning. And every day we have to make an effort to have the energy that we play today, to have this ambition. And if that's the case, maybe we will take it. Baba, I don't say you don't want the diplomatic, you don't want to make it say you go to say we go win them at the end of the day, we don't come in and look on the troll you. Baba, talk with your foot chest, nothing to solve. We go win now. Ajay, I don't talk and before say I have this intuition that if we will win something this season, it will be in the multiples. It's not going to be one. It might not even be two. We might be looking at a treble or a quadruple. It will shock everybody. It is possible. And what will solidify this mentality? Now, this cup. Dispatch Chelsea, get into the final, destroy whoever it is that is there, leave the cup, and there will be fear in the kingdom. Everybody will fear us now and say, man, what is day? God. Oh, I can't wait, man. I can't wait. We'll continue. Now, when you go to the Arsenal website, you see the story about Merino. Merino saying enjoying time for Arsenal. I'm enjoying every minute in the red and white, everything they go on. Now, when you read the entirety of the reports put out by Arsenal, Merino can say it's amazing. I'm really happy for it. It's obviously really tough place and really tough opponents. I think everybody gave their best, and yeah, we keep rolling, buzzing for the fans as well. The supporters are amazing. Every time we go outside, it's amazing. So yeah, I'm really happy for it. So now Mikel expressed his satisfaction in severing every moment out there with his teammates, with whom he hopes can enjoy stellar success in the red and white jersey. Now, obviously, football is not all about results. It's the main thing, but when you can enjoy playing with his teammates, it's just a joy. And I'm enjoying it every time I'm on the pitch. I think everyone is giving their best and enjoying as well. And that's the best mix we can have. So performing and enjoying is the magic recipe. So yeah, I'm very happy with what is going on at Arsenal. Now, according to say IFAB, don't officially say no. That's the International Football Association Board, IFAB, which is responsible for creating rules and regulations for football. So the document I talk say they no go implement as a Wenger offside rule. You get, so they don't the rule that the proposal they don't kick them out. So they know they're interested. May nobody tell them about that one. Now ESPN, come and let us know why this win will win Inter Milan. Don't give us big advantage for the Champions League and why Arteta really wanted to go big in that game. Now, when you read the entirety of the report, you will know say okay, make I go from last season. Last season, in the round of 16, we played PSG. We played the first leg at home and the away leg at the Parc des Princes. Now, even though for the league phase of the Champions League, we were above PSG, we entered through automatic qualification. I think PSG went through the double-legged tie. So, for that reason, we were supposed to actually play the first leg away and play the second leg at home. But they never put the rule then. So, we can't write to UEFA. We get complaint, say, it don't really make sense. We'll be their Oga for the league phase. So, why we can't they beneath them? Because they play the second leg away. So, UEFA can't reason them. They can't put the new rule. That new rule, they say, according to how you finish for the table, especially when you finish first or second. If you finish first or second, if you enter the round of 16, quarterfinal, semi-final, whatever, you are going to play your second leg at home. That was why we fight tooth and nail to make sure so we finish first and second, and that is why the ESPN can they reinforce that particular rule for those who don't know. The new UEFA rule for this year's Champions League, unlike last season, the league phase carries greater weight. Teams who finish in the top 4 are guaranteed a second leg at home in the round of 16 and the quarterfinals. In fact, the advantage extends into the semi-final for the teams that finish in the top 2, which means as we did now, both round of 16, quarterfinals, semi-finals, we are going to play the second leg at home. So now massive advantage it be for us, because people will ask, how does this benefit us now? You get. So I don't already explain now. Imagine say that first leg now, we go away from home, go play Parc des Princes. That first leg, PSG were missing some key players. You get. So other one safe, it did. So more just come for at least I don't explain now, everybody don't understand that. Now, the one they ask Alan Shearer, if that's saying be Arteta, we then go start Gabriel Jesus against Manchester United. He said yes. Yes, so the guy came in, he scored 2 goals. Therefore, you go start him because Arsenal they find goal scorers. This and that. In fact, they asked him if Gabriel Jesus start over Gyökeres. He said yes. The simple answer is yes. When you score 2 goals and your club have desperately needed that in a tough environment, he's come up with 2 goals, the really clever finishes, and the answer is absolutely yes. You should start over Gyökeres. It's what you were brought to do, to make a difference, to score goals, and he has done that. Me, Sir Chuks, do I subscribe to that line of thought? No. But would I be offended if I tell that start Gabriel Jesus? No. Because if not me, it don't even make sense. Gabriel Jesus start, he play how many minutes? From that analogy, you already know, say, Gyökeres Arteta go start. Because there is no way Arteta wanted to start Gabriel Jesus against Manchester United. He go come dey rest Gyökeres. They bring in Gyökeres for cameo appearances, and Gyökeres bust net. In fact, a goal that Arteta called the best goal Gyökeres has ever scored for Arsenal. So for me, I think regardless of what everybody's saying, that's their opinion, Arteta is going to come on Sunday. If I don't see Gyökeres at the number 9 for that lineup, I will be surprised. Let me just say the way it is. I will be surprised. But we did that match now battle. People never understand. God. You see all those fights, Gyökeres fight with Inter Milan defenders. You should not be fight that fight. No be in style. You should not be give you hold up play. I will give monkey banana. You should not be doing. But Gyökeres go run out for any day. You see, the one strangle Gyökeres as the one strangler because power plenty. They know feel container. So the only thing you can do is bring him down again. But if now Jesus now, they go free him. So you are looking at the Manchester United where Maguire is back, the Butcher is back, and Bruno Fernandes, Casemiro, all those people will say they be Dogu is there, Agbara everywhere. You can't go put Gabriel Jesus because okay, you want flair. Baba bring the Gabriel Jesus for second half, Jare. Now what me I go do? You get, but make us still hear your own opinion because nobody gets monopoly for this opinion. What do you self think? Ashira don't talk your own. Me, I don't talk my own. You self talk your own. When you listen to Talk Sports say Arsenal don't create 140-year history. And even ex-Chelsea stars are now backing Arsenal for Champions League glory. Like, even if you hate Arsenal, you can't help but say the truth. Just like Jamie O'Hara did yesterday. That when you look at the indices, look at the writing on the wall, use your tongue and count your teeth, you will come to the conclusion that this is Arsenal's year. Even though you don't want to add the God factor, you will say the universe is smiling at Arsenal. Everything seems to be going in our way, in our direction. You get. So this record that you talk about now, say Arsenal don't win 7 matches in a row. It is something we've not done in our history before. You get. So Arsenal don't actually run them, and me, I'm very, very happy that they could do that. You get. So also, I could bring you another message from one of our sponsors before we continue. So Dove and Dove International Academy in Ikenne, Ogun State, Nigeria. So they bring you the first private professional football academy in Nigeria and West Africa, combining academics and sports. Now, some of the benefits you would enjoy at Dove and Dove International include trials and placement at an academy in the Kingdom and Europe, as well as college and university scholarships. So you also get exposure to local and international media. Admission into JSS 1 to 3 and SS 1 to 3 is ongoing. So if you're interested, make you call plus 234 80 6686 6665 or plus 23481 5628 2562 to get started. Also, they also send me pictures and videos of some of their academy peoples where they train for the academy. So everywhere goes. So if you're interested and want to already of your word, so do so. Get in touch with them. Numbers at the bottom of the screen, ASAP. Now, we call it say Jean-Philippe Mateta. Don't tell Crystal Palace saying we like to leave for this January. As some that don't register interest, Juventus still there. So some people they say make Arsenal go enter the race. Well, I don't say Arsenal no get that time for now. Make I no lie for you because Kai don't come back. It's just don't day. Now for summer, and if you say that summer now, okay, I go say okay. But for now, I don't think they are looking towards that direction. Okay? Just like this is a one day because the year before say Arsenal no one even let the guy go before. When I say one day on the disturb, say more minutes, more minutes, more minutes. So I think I say okay, but Kukuma let you go. And the one of the major reasons we make the let one day go now say players don't come back from injury. You get so space plenty. As a players don't occupy all the space. So if no get space, we go thrive on. You get. So that's why it's okay. You can go. You get. I know that in position a very very important position. Nobody will really try anybody like that. So because Eze did there, and there's no way we'll be benching Eze for one area because in terms of experience, people believe say Eze gets more experience than him. Yes. So I don't think a loan out of Arsenal is going to hurt him. If we win the league, he goes to collect a medal, obviously. Yeah. So I don't think it's going to be bad. So my dear Arsenal lovers, the biggest news of the day. Number the fact say that they interview Matthew Skelly because they we use the Inter Milan win to send message to all our rivals. So we don't arrive. No one mates. So there's unity in the team. So the way all our strikers it did very, very frightening, get, and I'm very happy, get. Now I think it's a fine place for us to just call the show an end. So it's like come your way later in the evening to give the evening. So then thanks for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your day. Now get out, all right, guys. Ciao.